What if I told you one of Po's funniest enemies was also one of his most recurring rivals? A crocodile bandit who dreamed of becoming rich, but was constantly defeated by the dragon warrior. Today, we're taking a look at the complete life story of Fung, the leader of the Croc Bandits from Kung Fu Panda, Legends of Awesomeness. From his first robbery to creating an army of living terracotta warriors, here's everything you need to know about Fung. Early life. Very little is revealed about Fung's childhood, but we do know he came from a family of crocodiles. His father, Bing, expected him to work honestly, but Fung had much bigger dreams. Instead of earning money through hard work, Fung chose a life of crime. He eventually became the leader of a gang known as the Croc Bandits, a group of bumbling crocodile thieves who spent their days robbing travelers across China. Although Fung considered himself a criminal mastermind, his followers often made simple mistakes that ruined his plans. This constantly frustrated him, but he never gave up. Becoming the leader of the Croc Bandits, Fung quickly established himself as the brains of the operation. He planned robberies, set traps, and tried to outsmart anyone who crossed his path. Unfortunately for him, the dragon warrior lived nearby. Every time Fung thought he had the perfect plan, Po somehow found a way to stop him. Sometimes it was through skill, other times it was complete luck. Either way, Fung could never seem to catch a break. Attacking Princess Mei Li. One of Fung's earliest appearances came when Princess Mei Li was traveling through the valley. Seeing the royal convoy as the perfect target, Fung and the Croc Bandits launched an attack. For a short time, they actually managed to steal the princess's belongings. But Po, Tigress, and Mantis quickly fought back. After an intense battle, Fung's gang was defeated, and the treasure was returned to the princess. It was another embarrassing loss for the Croc Bandits. The "good croc, bad croc" incident. One of Fung's smartest tricks came when he pretended to be a victim. He convinced Po that his brother had been kidnapped by another villain named Zhang. Because Po always wanted to help people, he believed Fung's story. Together they infiltrated Zhang's fortress. But everything had been a lie. Fung had only used Po to help kidnap Zhang's own son. When Po finally realized he'd been tricked, it was already too late. Ironically, Fung eventually felt guilty after seeing Po captured. He actually returned to rescue Po, leading the two enemies to temporarily work together. Once they escaped, Fung immediately betrayed Po again and escaped from justice. Creating the Terracotta Army. One of Fung's most dangerous moments came later in the series. After returning home and working for his father, Fung accidentally discovered an ancient scroll. The scroll contained instructions for creating living terracotta warriors. Seeing an opportunity to finally defeat Po, Fung built an army of giant clay soldiers. For once, the Croc Bandits actually had a huge advantage. The living warriors overwhelmed nearly everyone they faced. Po and the Furious Five had to work together to stop the magical creations before the entire valley was conquered. After a massive battle, Fung's clay army was destroyed, and yet another evil plan came crashing down. Fung's personality. Unlike many Kung Fu Panda villains who seek ultimate power, Fung is mostly interested in getting rich. He's clever, confident, and surprisingly creative, but he's also impatient. His own gang constantly drives him crazy with their mistakes, forcing him to redo plans over and over again. Even though he's technically a villain, Fung occasionally shows flashes of guilt and loyalty, making him far more complex than the average bandit. His strange friendship with Po is one of the funniest rivalries in the series. Abilities. Despite being a criminal, Fung is a capable fighter. He possesses excellent hand-to-hand combat skills, strong physical strength thanks to his crocodile build, leadership over the Croc Bandits, tactical planning and ambush strategies, skilled use of weapons and traps, enough intelligence to create large-scale criminal schemes. While he isn't powerful enough to defeat Po in a fair fight, he makes up for it with clever planning. Legacy. Fung never became one of Kung Fu Panda's greatest villains. but he became one of its most memorable recurring ones. His hilarious arguments with his own gang, his constant schemes, and his love-hate relationship with Po made him a fan favorite throughout Legends of Awesomeness. Unlike villains who appeared only once, Fung kept returning with new plans, making every encounter entertaining. Even after countless defeats, he never stopped believing that the next robbery would finally make him successful. And that's exactly what makes Fung such a memorable character. So that's the complete life story of Fung. Did you enjoy watching the Croc Bandits, or was there another Legends of Awesomeness villain you liked even more? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Kung Fu Panda character story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, get me to 1K subscribers, so I can do a face reveal soon.